Hi, this is Steph with Belladonna Dyes, and today we're going to make a neon rainbow spiral. Start by choosing where you want the center of your spiral to be, and then I'm using this modified fork, but you can use your fingers or any other tool that you like. And you just want to start by spiraling around the fork, twisting the fork as you're making your pleats. And as always, when you're making spirals, you want to try to make the pleats the same height so that they're not overlapping each other. Once it's all spiraled up, it's time to secure the shirt. And I like to use rubber bands. I think they're just easiest for the spiral, but you could use kite string. It's whichever you prefer. I used my washable markers to mark out my die pattern, and if you notice with the orange I drew an inner circle. That's where I'm going to place my rainbow colors, and then on the outside I'm going to put all black. If I remember, I usually start with my primary colors first. That way when they meet in the center of the spiral, they make a nice green color, sorta. When you use the secondary colors first, that's when things can get really muddy towards the center. You don't have to do it this way, it's just something I learned early on and it seems to work pretty good. mixing up some Raven Black that I used on a different project that was in this little 4-ounce fine tip bottle. And I'll tell you, I'm really liking the way it's going on the shirt. For those of you that have watched my videos, you've seen me struggle with the Raven Black, becoming very clogged in my 16-ounce bottles. I think I'm going to try using the needle tips from now on with the Raven Black. So far, so good. So I'll give you guys a little tip, something that I learned during my medical training, which works really well when trying to refill these little bottles. If you give the little bottle a squeeze, it pushes all the air up into the 16-ounce bottle, and all you have to do is let gravity do its thing. That way you're not squeezing with, making your hand become tired. You'll see me pull back because I don't want to squeeze it over top of my shirt because sometimes it will spit a little bit. Next time you're filling up your little bottle, give this technique a try and tell me what you think. So after I applied the dye to the top side, I let it rest for about 15 minutes and then I came back and I flipped it over. And what you saw me do right there is I took a clean rack, set it on top, and just flipped it right over. I don't know where I saw that. It was another YouTube video and I wish I would have remembered who it was so I could give them credit for it. But I'll tell you guys, that is so easy. Why didn't I think of that sooner? For those of you guys that work with robin's egg blue, have you guys noticed how it really saturates much easier than the other colors seem to? Whenever I flip my projects and I'm working with the blues, especially robin's egg for some reason, I'm always way oversaturated in comparison to, let's say, I don't know, fuchsia. Have you guys noticed that? Once you get all of your dye on, it's time to let it batch for at least 24 hours. I normally batch on my rack, but all of my containers are already full, so I'm using the plastic bag method, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So it's been 48 hours. I just personally like to batch for 48 hours. and it's time for the rinse out. And because I put it in a plastic bag and it sat flat, the back became all black. And that's okay, because what that's going to do is give us a really cool striped effect. Had it batched on the rack like I normally do, I think we would have had a much different outcome. So for the rinse out process, as always, start by using cold water and gradually increase the water up to hot. And then rinse until the water runs pretty much clear. From here, it's going to go into the washing machine on a hot water cycle. I do a second hot water cycle using Synthrapol, a textile detergent that I get from Dharma. And then a third hot water cycle using Milsoft. That brings softness back into the fabric. I also get that from Dharma. And lately I've been adding a little bit of Downy because it smells much better than the Milsoft. So if you don't have Milsoft, try using Downy and see what you think. So you guys are just getting to know me, but for those of you that do know me, know that I am a rainbow fanatic, and I am already in love with what I'm seeing, and I haven't washed it or dried it. These colors are absolutely mind-blowing. Oh, I cannot wait to get it out of the dryer. So here it is, guys, after it's been washed and dried, and I'm in love with this shirt. I absolutely love the neon colors. They're not actually neon, but these are the brightest colors that I have from Dharma. Kind of give the illusion of neon. And then with the black accent, it just makes those colors pop even more. I am so excited about this shirt, and I really hope whoever gets it loves it as much as I do. What do you guys think? Go ahead and leave me some comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up, and click the bell for future notifications. And remember, have fun tie-dyeing.